Humans are terrified of dying, like absolutely terrified, and some people are so desperate to avoid death, they're paying over $200,000 to freeze themselves after they die. No, this is not a science fiction movie. This is real. Right now, there are hundreds of dead bodies sitting in giant metal tanks filled with liquid nitrogen, waiting for future technology to bring them back to life. Imagine being dead and still having hope. That level of optimism needs to be studied. The company doing this is called Alco Life Extension Foundation, and these people are dead serious. Literally, the whole thing is called cryonics. Basically, when someone is legally declared dead, a special team rushes in immediately to preserve the body before the brain gets damaged. Which already sounds insane because imagine your family crying while another guy walks in like, move, we can still save his KD ratio. Now, at first, I thought they just tossed the body into a freezer next to frozen chicken and ice cream. But now, there's an actual process. First, they cool the body down using ice. Then they use machines to keep oxygen flowing around the body. Then they remove your blood and replace it with special chemicals to stop ice crystals from destroying your cells. Basically human antifreeze. Your car engine and your corpse having the same skincare routine is crazy. Then the body gets stored inside giant metal tanks at around negative 196 degrees Celsius. That's colder than Antarctica. Colder than your crush after you send goodnight and she replies K. And the bodies are stored upside down. Yeah, apparently if there's a leak, the brain stays protected longer. So even after death, your brain is still carrying the team. Now, here's the crazy part. Some people genuinely believe future humans will eventually cure death itself. Like imagine doctors in the year 2400 going, ah yes, classic 2026 death syndrome, easy fix. And technically, science hasn't completely proven cryonics impossible. That's why people keep doing it. Some scientists think future technology might one day repair frozen cells using nanotechnology or advanced AI medicine. But there's one tiny problem. Nobody has ever been brought back successfully. Not one person. So right now, these frozen people are basically expensive Capri Suns waiting for an update patch. And imagine being the first person revived. You wake up 200 years in the future confused as hell. Everything is different. Cars are flying. Humans have robot arms. McDonald's probably costs $900 and everyone you know is gone. Your family, gone. Your friends, gone. Your bloodline ended 200 years ago because your descendant probably lost a fight over rent money. You'd basically become a museum artifact. Future kids will stare at you like, wow, these humans survived the TikTok era. And imagine trying to adapt to future society. You survive death itself just to fail a password verification. Please verify your consciousness through neuroscanning. Bro, I still forget my Gmail password and think about future slang. You wake up after 300 years and hear someone say, yo, that quantum burger was intergalactically Sigma. At that point, just refreeze me. But honestly, I kinda understand why people choose cryonics. Humans hate the idea of disappearing forever. Every civilization tried finding immortality somehow. Ancient kings searched for magical fountains. Scientists look for anti-aging cures. Now rich people are freezing themselves like leftover lasagna, hoping future humanity figures it out. It sounds ridiculous, but also kind of sad, because deep down, people are scared of missing the future. And to be fair, the future probably will be insane. Imagine showing an iPhone to someone from the year 1500. That person would immediately call a priest. So cryonic believers think future medicine might eventually seem equally impossible to us. But there's another terrifying possibility. What if cryonics actually works, but only rich people can afford it? Imagine billionaires living for 500 years. Bro, Jeff Bezos will become a raid boss. At that point, Earth just becomes pay to win. And let's be honest, even if future humans revive you, there's no guarantee life gets better. Imagine surviving death, waking up centuries later, and still having taxes. I will personally walk back into the freezer myself. And imagine if GTA 6 still isn't out. Yeah, humanity deserves extinction at that point.